So if you didn't come on my court today with your stanky attitude, if you didn't come on my court today with your disrespectful disposition, if you didn't come on my court today with your rude behavior, then it wouldn't even be an issue about your mother's surgery. Wouldn't even be an issue about your mother's surgery. So you're rude and disrespectful, Miss Wilson. You're rude and disrespectful. And the fact that you're talking right now shows me how rude and disrespectful you are. You have no contriteness about yourself. You have no humility about yourself. You're simply rude and disrespectful to the court. But there's never going to be a day that I allow you to come to my job and be rude and disrespectful to me without consequence. Miss Larry K. had a review on, I think she KP's had a review on June 20th of this year.
No, I did not.
And Your Honor,
ma'am, be quiet. No. Yes, you did.
Your Honor, so June 20th, she did appear, but it was a rescheduling date. It was the court was rescheduling appearances or court dates for June 20th, and she's one of the people who got rescheduled to today.
Well, let me ask you this: how did she get arraignment on a bench warrant? So let's go through the rest.
There was a case.
No, hold on. Okay, right. So listen. Don't act like that. Don't act like she not here on arraignment on the bench warrant and go tell me I didn't know I didn't. Okay. Let me correct the date and get the date correct that she failed to appear for court, because Miss Larry failed to appear. So hold on. She failed to appear for court February 14th, 2023. She failed to appear for court on February the 14th, 2023. A warrant was issued for her arrest. And then the matter was scheduled for April the 11th, and she failed to appear April 11th. And then the matter was scheduled for June 20th, and then the matters were adjourned from June 20th. So she failed to appear twice. I apologize for the date of that one failure to appear. It looked like we should have stuck with me thinking she only failed to appear once, but she failed to appear twice, and back in February and back in April. She owes $674 according to the report from probation, and she has failed to complete community service. Mr. Gregory?
And Your Honor, I do want to address that I was trying to stop you where you would only believe that it was one K Pierce, but
but no, it was missing. But go ahead.
But Your Honor, Ms. Larry has made strides recently to improve her status with probation. She's reported that she has 2 hours left of community service. She recently made a payment of close to roughly half of what the probation was, what the restitution was in her case. And she got a new job. She's working to finish this much more actively than previously. She, does have a local address and employment now, which is really important when you're talking about trying to pay off the restitution. We do ask that the court just set another review date. She is in contact with probation and has made significant strides in recent months to resolve this.
All right, let me just see. Ms. McCall sent an update on Ms. Larry that I did not forward, but I'm going to pull it up. Come on. There we go. All right. So according to Ms. McCall, Ms. Larry, no, okay. Okay, yes, so this is as of yesterday. Ms. Larry still has a balance of $674 in restitution. She has completed 70 of the 72 hours for the community service. So she still has a balance of $674 and 2 hours of community service to complete. Mm-hmm. So what are we doing about, oops, I'm doing that on the wrong computer. What are we going to do about that, Mr. Gregory?
Your Honor, I would ask, especially in light that she has made active strides recently, I'd ask the court to set a review date with 3 months.
She's going to come.
Your Honor?
I said, is she going to come to the review date?
Yes, Your Honor. She will be there. And that is an amount of time that she needs in order to make the payments for her probation. Is that correct, Ms. Larry?
3 months, did you say? No, because it's not going to take me that long. So let's say a month. So we'll get
say
this
3
over.
for now, Ms. Larry.
Okay. Now I know she's not gonna say so we can get this over with after she failed to come 2 times. Now, I know we're not in a hurry now to get.
No, Judge Bryant, the second not appearing was because my court date went to my old address.
And whose responsibility is it to notify probation immediately of any change of their address, phone number, or employment status?
Oh, I've been where I'm at now for 7 years. So they sent this.
Then, ma'am, don't tell me about. No, we didn't.
It went to a wrong.
Ms. Larry, it doesn't.
Ms. Larry, let me tell you something about me. Oh. Let me tell you something about Judge Bryant. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm anal when it comes to my job. I want to dot every I can and cross every T that pops up.
Yes, ma'am.
I told you the court date in court. We're not talking about any mail that might have came to your address. Ma'am, let's go through the register of action, because now that's what you are going to have me go through the register of action. So let's see.
If you're finding this story captivating, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more gripping true crime content. Your support means a lot. Thank you.
You were sentenced on July 20th, 2021, and at the time of the sentencing, I would have confirmed the address that was on the pre-sentence investigation. I would have said, is this correct address? And then they would have, did it. Then we came, and you came for review on July 19th of 2020. Well, you came for review on November 16th. You came for review on July 19th. And on July 19th of 2022, out of my own mouth, I said, okay, we're going to continue the review to February the 14th of 2023. So I'm confused as to why I would care about some mail that went to some address that you say was your wrong address. Correct. Because the address that you have been at for the last 7 years, that's the address that we have on this paperwork. That's the address we have. Ma'am. Okay, yep. So if I told you to come to court on July 14th, I don't know why we looking for mail. I don't know what we looking for in the mail. Nonetheless, I said come on February 14th. You didn't come. You didn't come. You said no, I'm not coming, and you didn't come. It had nothing to do with the mail. And then I didn't issue a warrant for your arrest that day. I rescheduled it to another day, and then you still didn't come. But that's okay. Let's move on. That's why it's important a lot of times when you have a lawyer to let the lawyer talk for you, because when you say stuff, they already know what's going to cause me to give a speech, and telling me about some mail after I've given the date in court. Yeah, that's going to get a speech every time. Okay. So we're not in a hurry now because we've been waiting to do the case for a long time. So we're not in a hurry, but we're going to schedule the case. I'll continue the case. First of all, we will reinstate the probation, because the probation needs to be reinstated, even though they've been allowing her to perform on a probation when she's been in warrant status. So that's a little confusing to me, but hey. We will set aside any warrant, recall any capias, reinstate the probation, and set the matter for September the 21st at 1:30. It's nothing gonna come in the mail. That's the date, September 21st at 1:30.
Do you mind if I walk to my calendar and write it on there?
I'll put you in a breakout room and then you can put it on there and then you can,
September 21st, 1:30.
yes, ma'am. All
Thank
right.
you, Your Honor. Nothing further.
Okay, then we're all set. September 21st at 1:30. She's going to go to the breakout room, maybe.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, she's not going to the breakout room. Pre-trial conference appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Austin Gregory, PA 5193, on behalf of Mr. Roberson, who's present by Zoom. Mr. Roberson, please unmute and state your full name for the record. Unmute first, Mr. Roberson.
Sir, unmute. You came in unmuting. Now you can't unmute. Unmute.
State your name, Mr. Roberson.
Lord, jeez.
I can't hear.
It's probably because you're outside. Unmute and state your name. Yeah, okay. Mhm. I mean, do you want to try to help him here? Because I'm not going to,
Mr. Roberson, we can hear you, so please turn your volume up and just say your name.
He can't, because he can't even hear you. He's outside. He can't hear you. Hold on. Let me just listen. We're going to move him to breakout room number 1. We're going to see if he goes, and you can help him because he can't hear. He can't hear us. Okay, let's do Miss Larry before you go, and then you can help him here.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take him some headphones, Mr. Gray.
I will, Your Honor.
Okay.
Why is he logging in on Zoom? I said go in the hall, and you were going to call him. I'm not going to keep bringing him in. Is Mr. Roberson is Mr. McLean still in the hallway?
Judge, Mr. Officer Craft has stepped out, so I'm not sure. You want me to check in? Here we go. Hold on.
Is Mr. McLean still in the hallway?
He's not in the hallway no more.
Why? Why is he not in the hallway?
He said his ride was coming, Your Honor, and he was not going to miss it.
A mess. A mess. A mess. A mess. Okay, well, since he got in his ride, I'm gonna remove him from the courtroom.
Ms. Meyer got kicked out of Zoom and looks like the meeting is locked.
The meeting is not locked. The meeting is not locked.
Okay, she must be at the wrong place.
Guess we're gonna keep doing this with Mr. McLean until he find out this warrant is getting ready to go out for his arrest.
I'll just call him right now.
Oh no, he keep on coming back. I want to talk to the person who's driving that vehicle. And then he's gonna keep coming back and he can't hear us. And then this is what I gotta put up with. This is what I have to put up with. Call Mr. McLean and see if he answers the phone. I'm going to remove him again so his phone can be free. He's not even looking at the screen half the time. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so he's trying to answer.
Okay, tell him hello.
Hello?
Mr. McLean, this is Attorney Stevenson. Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, I sure can.
Okay,
Okay.
ask Mr. McLean who's driving that vehicle that he's in.
Yes, I sure can.
Mr. McLean?
What's going on?
Mr. McLean,
Yes, ma'am.
the court wants to know who's driving the vehicle you're riding in, sir.
Mr. Rich from Team Wellness.
All right, ask Mr. Rich from Team Wellness why on God's green earth did he pick Mr. McLean up from court before Mr. McLean's court hearing?
Mr. Rich?
Mr. Rich. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Rich. This is Attorney Janice Stevenson. You're a driver with Team Wellness?
Yes.
Sir, did you know that Mr. McLean had court this morning?
Yes. He was there.
Right. The court wants to know why you picked Mr. McLean up from the courthouse when he still had court.
There's not an answer.
The judge wants to know why you picked Mr. McLean up from court prior to his seeing the judge.
He called me. He told me he had it on Zoom. So I came back. Well, was coming to get him. Then he called me and said they called him in the court. So I didn't come.
Mr. Rich is indicating that he got a call from Mr. McLean that said he would be going to court on Zoom, which is why you picked him up.
And so now he's going to go to court in a moving vehicle.
So Mr. Rich, Mr. McLean cannot appear in front of the judge from a moving vehicle.
Okay.
Are you able to stop the vehicle?
Yes, it's stopped right now.
Okay. All right.
And then is he going to connect to Zoom? Because I'm going to have some words from Mr. McLean. Is he going to be able to connect to Zoom? Because now he can't even connect to the Zoom. This was ignorant.
So, Mr. McLean, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So you have to be able to connect with your video and your audio.
Okay, how do I do that? I'm going
Exactly. That's why he should have stayed in court. Tell him that's exactly why he should have stayed in court.
Put in my ID number in.
Mr. McLean, hold on one second, sir. I cannot instruct you as to how to make your device connect you to Zoom. So you really, if you don't know how to come to court on Zoom, you have to come to court in person. Yes, sir. Are you able to return to the 36th District Court?
Well, I got shorts on and a short sleeve shirt.
Just one second. He was improperly attired. That was the problem.
No, that wasn't the problem because I specifically indicated that I was going to let him come to court because he came from Team Wellness.
So the judge would, because of the fact that you're over at Team Wellness, Mr. McLean, the judge will let you come to court. She'll make an exception to her dress code policy because you're at Team Wellness.
Why did he call for his ride?
So I got to show back up.
And the judge wants to know why you called for your ride to pick you up rather than waiting in the hallway.
At the counter that I had to Zoom, and then I was on Zoom, and then I went back in because it was taking forever.
Okay. So, Mr. McLean, hold on a second. So, when Officer Crafts directs you to wait in the hallway, you kind of have to wait in the hallway, all right? Okay. All right.
So I gotta go back.
Should he return now, Your Honor?
I mean, we're going to be finished in a little while.
How long would it take you guys to get back to the courthouse?
3 minutes, 2 minutes. I'm right down 3 minutes.
3 minutes to return to the courthouse, Your Honor.
You said 30?
Three.
Okay. Can he come back to the court, please, and come up the stairs and wait like we told him to wait?
So, Mr. McLean, you need to, thank you, Mr. Rich. Mr. McLean, you do need to return to the 36th District Court, go back to courtroom 339 and follow the officer's instructions, okay? Wait where Mr. Crafts tells you to wait patiently, sir, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Rich.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Blessed assurance. Let's try Miss Wilson again.
Okay.
If you're still with us, make sure to like and subscribe to keep up with more shocking true crime stories. Your support helps us bring these stories to light. Don't miss out on what's next.
And then we could bring Miss Mostrick out because she's finished.
Okay. Ms. Wilson, ma'am, please unmute and please tell the judge your full name.
Danielle Jennifer Wilson.
Today is a day set for pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
On behalf of Ms. Wilson, Your Honor, we would move for dismissal for the complainant's failure to appear.
Ms. Ritter.
Judge, it's the first scheduling of the pretrial conference. I'm going to ask the court to adjourn the pretrial conference to give the complaining witness one more opportunity to appear. And Your Honor, for the court's information, the second defendant was scheduled for August 17th for an adjourned pretrial conference.
Who was the co-defendant on Wilson?
Miss Haley.
Oh, okay.
Under 830.
So did Ms. Stevenson, did you all represent Ms. Haley?
I have, my note indicates that Ms. Haley should be here as well. Just 1 second, Judge.
Both here. I already did Ms. Haley's. Ma'am, put your phone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Text and stuff while we in court.
Okay, thank you for that information, Your Honor. In that, Ms. Haley was defendant number 2. Our normal practice is to request that the court appoint counsel for for subsequent defendants. So we usually take defendant number 1, Your Honor. So I will leave that to the court's discretion as to which of these defendants we should represent.
I was waiting to see, I was just waiting. I was wondering if Ms. Wilson was going to unmute herself and apologize to the court.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I just picked my phone up. I have an interview to be at. I'm not going to be able to make it. So.
And apparently you blaming that on me.
No, ma'am.
Well, your attitude sucks. You talking to me random. You talking to me like I'm on the street. You talking to me like I ran into you in the neighborhood. You talking to me like I'm not Judge Lenise Bryant. So the fact that you scheduled an interview on the same day that you had court, that sounds like a poor choice and a bad decision. That sounds like a poor choice and a bad decision.
I did not schedule
what you're not going to do is come into my courtroom and be disrespectful. That apology was, I guess I shouldn't have even mentioned it because it certainly wasn't sincere. So let me just help you with something. You can continue to come to my courtroom with a bad attitude, and it's only going to work out poorly for you. It's not going to work out poorly for me. It's only going to work out poorly for you. So when one has court, then you have to understand that court could take, I'm not even going to continue because she is really on her way to contempt. She is really on her way to contempt. So let's go ahead and let her come in person. Okay. We're going to come in person. So the court is going to adjourn Ms. Wilson's pretrial conference to next week. She's going to come in person. I'm going to set the matter for 8:34. She's going to come in person on let's see, today. Oh, that's today. So we're going to come in person on Monday, July the 24th. And we're going to come at 8:34.
Your Honor.
24th. At 8:34. Failure to appear is going to result in the bond being revoked, court issuing a capias, and the court is going to set the bond in the amount of $5,000 cash surety plus a GPS tether. Is there anything else for the record?
My mother has an appointment on Monday. She just had knee surgery and I have to drive her at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, well, I mean, we all have to make choices. Is there anything else for the record? Because we wouldn't be dealing with the mother surgery if you was respectful today. So if you didn't come on my court today with your stanky attitude, if you didn't come on my court today with your disrespectful disposition, if you didn't come on my court today with your rude behavior, then it wouldn't even be an issue about your mother's surgery. Wouldn't even be an issue about your mother's surgery. So you're rude and disrespectful, Miss Wilson. You're rude and disrespectful. And the fact that you're talking right now shows me how rude and disrespectful you are. You have no contriteness about yourself. You have no humility about yourself. You're simply rude and disrespectful to the court. But there's never going to be a day that I allow you to come to my job and be rude and disrespectful to me without consequence. You're rude. You're disrespectful. I didn't charge you with the crime. I didn't set your court date for today. I showed up for work. And when I got up this morning to show up for work, I didn't say, let me put on a robe so Miss Wilson can be rude and disrespectful. Ms. Stevenson, I'm going to send Ms. Wilson back to the breakout room because if she say one more thing to me in her tone, she going to jail. So I'm going to let her tell you about her mother. Because if she says one more thing to me in that tone, she's going to jail.
Okay.
There is an appropriate and respectful way to ask the court. If you turn your head from me one more time, I'm going to hold you in contempt. I promise you. I make a promise to you. We're going to take a recess. No, Miss Modrick, come on camera. I won't recess before I let you get discharged. Come on camera.
Thank you for joining us in uncovering the chilling details of this case. If this story has left you disturbed or reflective, please share your thoughts and reflections. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay with us as we continue to explore the stories that reveal the darkest sides of human behavior. Together, we keep these lessons alive, ensuring the voices of victims are never forgotten. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe or follow.